Hey everyone, welcome to another podcast of MLM Scores where we bring you the top voices from the world of network marketing. Today we have Soy Booth and her journey has inspired people all around the world. She is a great leader in Zinzino. Welcome to the show, Ajoy.
Thank you so much, Chirag. It's very nice to be here with you.
Yeah, you got a very lovely background.
Oh, thank you. Just my office.
It's beautiful. So,
Thank you.
how is your journey going so far with the Zinzino?
Brilliantly. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've been working in the industry for and the health and wellness sector really
Uh-huh.
for 38 years now. So a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
And and that's all been in network marketing. And so for me,
Mm-hmm.
I was with a couple of companies for a considerable amount of time, like 20 years nearly. And I resigned from the company because no, they got sold out and the new owners didn't align with my ethics. And I think you have to make a very concerted um, decision based on your ethics for sure.
Yeah.
And for me, that was crucial. So when I found Zinzino, and that was just over 6 years ago, joined in May 2019,
Okay.
um, and everything has been superb. It's been absolutely superb. Products are fantastic. The marketing plan's fantastic. But, I'm going to say that because I'm succeeding in it, which is good. But I think it's important for people to understand that the vision behind Zinzino has
Yeah.
not faltered one bit from the day that I first met Orion, who's the founder,
Okay.
and some of the key people in the business. And that, for me, was just mind blowing. They haven't changed their vision at all. They've got a very, very strategic vision for the future of Zinzino. And that is mind blowing, really.
That's
And they haven't wavered at all. So it's been exceptionally exciting. It's been a fun experience, and I'm not in my 20s and 30s. I'm in my 70s now. So for me, it's very important to know that I've got something that's going to be sustainable.
but you don't look like that you are in your 70s now.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
in my 70s.
because of Gingino products, they are so good.
I would like to think so. I had a heart attack back in 2017, and so my health was not the best.
Okay.
And within 4 months, 5 months of being on Zinzino products and switching to Zinzino products, I
Mm-hmm.
was off all my medication. So yeah, it's been absolutely life changing for me. And I would like to think that the products are actually responsible for me staying young.
My God, that's so good. So, what opened your eyes to the deeper science behind Gingino's product? Especially when most people think it's just another fish oil.
Yeah, well, yeah, that what people do think. You're right.
Yeah.
And for me, that the game changer was the balance test. I've been taking fish oil for 35 years, 34 years prior to finding Zinzino. So I was already aware that it was essential for every single cell in our body. I'd studied nutrition, and I won't call myself a nutritionist because I wanted to learn about nutrition for my own purpose and to be able to share with others.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was not a case of I'm going to become a nutritionist. It
Okay.
was just being understanding the importance of things. And one of the things that I wasn't aware, well, I was aware of, that you can't make omega-3 in your system. Excuse me, I have to cough. I did a lot of talking yesterday. I was on calls all day,
Yeah.
and my throat's taken the brunt of it. So we can't make omega-3 within our bodies. We have to. It's essential. It's essential fatty acid. We
Yeah.
don't get essential protein. We don't get essential carbohydrates. We have essential fatty acids because it means that your body needs it on a daily basis.
I got.
So it's sensible to supplement. If you're not getting it through your diet, you have to either have it through your food or you need to supplement. But supplementing, which is what I was doing, because I knew probably my diet was not as good as it could be,
Mhm.
then it was a very important thing to find out that I was actually in balance or not. I was horrified. This balance test here
Okay.
has everything you need in it. It's a balance test which has two lancets in. It's got a little test paper, and you just drip a section of a little drop of blood on the card,
That's
let
it.
it dry, and sent off to the analysis.
Okay.
Excuse me. And that analysis is just amazing. 22-page report.
Wow.
I came out as someone who'd been taking omega-3 for over 34 years.
Yeah.
I came out all in the red
All in the,
and at
including omega 3?
14.1. I was very low in omega-3, despite taking an omega-3 product.
Okay.
So what really impressed me about Zinzino was their commitment to quality and care, and scientific formulations that they put together are quite unique. They've got a patented process of being able to rebind the polyphenol, which is found in natural, kind of the fish's natural habitat.
Yeah.
It actually rebinds that to the omega-3 molecule. So it protects it while it's going through your system. It works properly, which is great.
Wow. So now everything comes in green after using those products? Yes. Wow.
Yeah. Well, more importantly, after 5 months, I was off all my medication. And
Oh,
that to me was absolutely life-changing. So for me, I was, yeah, blown away by it. Completely
complete
blown away by
game
it.
changer and life changer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, game changer and life changer. Yeah, for sure.
So, what was your very first Ginjino moment that made you feel this was something truly different, whether in health or maybe in business?
It's a great question.
Thank you.
I think my my first Zinzino moment, as you put it, was when I went to Barcelona.
Okay.
Because I'd been in networking for so long. I've been very successful in networking.
Mhm.
I was the company I was with for 20 years. I was their top female earner in the UK and Europe, and it was important to me that their strategies, their ethics aligned with mine.
Okay.
And when anyone is looking at a company, you kind of have little tick boxes that kind of everyone needs to kind of go, yeah, that resonates with me.
Yeah.
And I was invited down to Barcelona because of my experience in networking. And I wanted to meet some of the corporate staff and the founders and some of the leaders in the business
Yeah.
to see if it felt right with me. And I've got a very good gut
Mhm.
feeling about things, that really, when I met Orion, the founder,
Mhm.
um, just the whole passion and the commitment to being authentic. There's so many companies out there that unfortunately lack authenticity, but they were amazing. They were incredible. And I just sat in the back of the room and I went, wow, wow, this is something I want to be a part of. I also had the pleasure of sitting down for dinner
Uh-huh.
that evening with Dr. Paul Clayton.
Okay.
And Paul Clayton is the formulator of our balance oil, which is this product here,
Okay.
and all the other products as well, along with another formulator that he works alongside. Um, and
So,
he asked me why I was there.
yeah.
And I said, because I want to come off this medication I'd been put on after I had this heart attack 2 years ago.
Okay.
And he said, oh, I think I can help you.
Okay.
And with his guidance and his knowledge, first
Yeah.
of all, his knowledge and expertise in the area of formulation blew my mind completely. So our products are exceptionally unique. I've never seen anything like it before, and probably never will again.
Mhm.
The company are exceptional in doing this.
Mhm.
Um, but it was about wanting to come off all these medications. And with his guidance, I was able to do that, as I said, within 5 months. And I'm still medication free, nearly 6 years on. So again, mind blowing for me.
I think so. Your gut feeling worked for you, yeah?
Oh, yes, most definitely.
So
Most
Ginjino
definitely.
promotes test based nutrition, in your opinion, how does that shift the way you think about wellness? All test based things they are doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think most definitely it makes a massive difference about people, how they think about their wellness. I think post COVID, we all had to evaluate and really actually take responsibility for our own health. We knew that with all the things going on around the world, this was a real problem for us. And so we started looking very much more at our own health and what we can do as self-care
Yeah.
to be able to take that responsibility. And I think with people became very acceptable of doing the awful tests where you stick the things up your nose and horrible things
Yes.
during lockdown, um, to see whether they were COVID positive or negative and everything. And that really made people question very much more about their hard-earned money. Was it being well spent
Uh,
on supplementation? And if you're purchasing supplementation from, supermarkets, pharmacies, and what have you, that a lot of them do not really,
mhm.
well, I wouldn't personally purchase them. I would not purchase them, end of story. Um, so people were spending their money thinking that they're doing something right for their body.
Yeah.
And people are now thinking, well, if we can have a test to find out if we're COVID positive,
Yeah.
then have we got a test to see if our products are working? And that to me was a great way of, and that's why that test is so important, so important. And we've now got other tests as well. So that 6:3 ratio balance test was
Okay.
the foundation of what the company have. Our hero product is the balance oil, because that actually puts everything back into balance. It puts your cellular health back into balance.
All
So
right.
when people understood that,
Mm-hmm.
we know that during lockdown, our business, we all, kind of diversified from meeting people on a face-to-face basis
Yeah.
to becoming experts in Zoom and webinars and things like that. It was a learning curve for all of us, especially me,
Uh,
um, not having, kind of been exceptionally. I wasn't keen on being online,
uh,
but you have to adapt. You have to adapt, and that was one of the things that I really felt was really important, that we could adapt. We had a 400% growth in our business, our personal business, in 1 year, and that
1 year
that
flex. That
in
sounds good.
very good.
Yeah.
It's exceptionally good, and it was just like, wow, okay. So the big thing about during that time
Mm-hmm.
was that we were able to communicate with so many more people. So we started seeing people. I was sponsoring people in Australia, in New Zealand. I was sponsoring people in America, Canada,
Okay.
all over the world, because all of a sudden the world had shrunk and we were able to communicate that much better with technology, which is fantastic. But people were all in the same boat. They were all wanting to know whether their products work.
Okay.
We've got the ability now to test for 3 different things. So we have the balance test, we have the vitamin D test,
Okay.
which is this one. And most people are deficient in vitamin D. Even people, kind of, I was saying to someone the other day that, people who live in hotter countries like India and Dubai, most people spend most of their time
In
inside
Yeah.
because it's too hot. So
Yes.
they actually are probably deficient in balance in vitamin D.
I am
So
also
test,
deficient in vitamin D. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and so
Take supplement.
it is a very important thing, and that's really crucial again for every cell in our body.
Yeah.
Every single cell has a vitamin D receptor, if you like, that
Yeah.
allows to switch on or switch off. So we need to make sure that it's not too high and not too low.
Yeah.
Um, we have an HbA1c test,
Okay.
which is designed to, this is testing your long-term sugars.
Yes.
And we know that different communities and different ethnic backgrounds have different dietary needs and also different dietary following. So I know that I have a number of Indian people who work, who actually work with us in India,
Yeah.
and they are all desperate to have um, the uh, the HbA1c test because type 2 diabetes is a real problem out there
Yeah.
because of the amount of sugars and things that they have.
Yeah.
Hypertension is a big problem out there. So again, we only have the balance oil or the ascent oil out there in India. But it's being able to have that. And in October, I think we are going to be we are introducing a new test, which is a gut health test, and
Okay.
it's not reliant on having to do a stool sample, which is pretty unpleasant at the best of times. But
Yes.
and in fact, my husband actually had one through the post today.
Okay.
So it came in the post this morning, and I kind of went, oh, right, okay. So whether that will be done or not, who knows? But it's not a pleasant experience to have to do that. We are going to have the world's first blood test that you can do to actually check your gut microbiome. So it's
Yeah.
going to be revolutionary for so many people, and we want to be known. Zinzino wants to be known as the number one in test-based nutrition, and we're already achieving that. We've done over 1.5 million tests
Yeah.
worldwide,
On a,
and we know that 97% of people are out of balance.
okay. That's
It's a
something
shock.
unique thing, you know.
Completely unique.
Yeah. That's
Completely
why on our
unique.
platform, everyone is talking about Zinzino. Everyone, wants to know more about Zinzino. They are curious about the products. They are curious about the compensation plan. And everyone is willing to join under a great leader like you. So guys, if you are watching this podcast, Sue Booth is the leader to join under. And so let's talk about 2030. Right now we are in 2025. So let's fast forward to 2030. How do you see Gingino shaping the future of both health and financial freedom?
I think it's going to be incredible. I really do think it's going to be incredible, not just because I'm, a partner with them for sure. It's, makes a massive difference when you know that you're actively working something and you're being successful in it. But the other thing for me was the fact that, as I said earlier, that Orion and the corporate team have such vision.
Mhm.
They have such vision. I have never worked with a company that has had such a strategic plan about how they're going to achieve something. You know, the whole thing, we want 20, we will have 1 million customers by the end of this year.
Very good.
We will have put on 50,000 new partners by the end of this year.
Wow.
So this is now becoming that start of that momentum. So you could not have picked a better time to join Zinzino. And it's who you join with. We're one of the fastest growing teams within the company, which is nice to know. We're based in the UK, but we've got people in every continent, which is fantastic. And it's having that support from the team
Mhm.
that actually allows you to work. The company have been exceptional in putting all the things that people need, partners need. Most people can do a business like this, but I think one of the things that really kind of slips people up is sometimes they don't have the support structure in place or the systems in place to actually be able to complete what they plan. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
too many companies are very much too many companies are very much based on getting people in on the largest pack possible because they're going to make I would make the personal profit on that.
Yes.
We don't work in that way. We don't work in that way at all. We have different packs available. You can join for free, but
Yeah.
we always recommend a product offering, and there are various ones. Now we have an incredible offering with
Okay.
our business, which we have an ultimate pack, which allows you to get a refund after 12 months, as long as you have 25 subscriptions.
Okay.
So subscriptions mean 25 products attached to your e-commerce platform.
Okay.
That's really simple to do.
Yes.
I did that in a matter of weeks. And I got my money back on my product. The company are trying to falling over themselves to help you. But their whole vision, as I mentioned before, was, kind of they want to meet their a million. We will have a million customers by by the end of 2025, and 2035 they want 20 million customers. Now that's a huge amount, but
Yes.
we know that we're just about to go into momentum,
Yes.
and that's why I say, it's not about kind of catching the wave. It's being on that cusp of that wave so that you catch it and go all the way to the beach rather crashing and burning, because so many companies kind of, we've seen them pop and drops.
Yes.
Everyone rushes in, they
Yes.
bring their team over, and they literally hop from place to place.
I.
People stay here. There
Yes.
are people, the successful people in Zinzino are the ones who see that commitment, see that focus and that vision that the company have. And found Orion and Hilda, who are the founders, actually work as partners.
Very
Now
good.
that is quite telling. They're not sitting on their ivory tower and kind
Yes.
of going, "Oh, yeah,
They are
you can
putting
work
so much
work
effort.
with us."
Yeah.
They are actually on the ground working with us. If
Right.
I need to speak, if I've got an influencer or someone of kind of who's got a good company, kind of a good network of people, I can call Orion and say, Orion, can you jump on a call with me?
Uh,
How does
you
that?
will be like
He's
that.
the founder.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll jump on the call.
Wow.
Yeah, if he's busy. I mean, he's a busy man. He's a busy man, but he's really, really giving with his time. And he'll say to you, I've got 10 minutes.
Uh,
And you go, okay. And he'll be on there 45 minutes later.
my God. This is
So,
great.
that says to me that the commitment and the focus that they have, I have huge respect for them. They are a faith-based company as well, which is I love. And they're very heart-led, and people who join Zinzino do not leave. At the moment, we're acquiring quite a few new companies. We've acquired Zavita, we've acquired Zealous, and we have acquired, who's the other one we've just acquired? Can't remember the name.
Okay.
I can't remember the name off the top of my head.
That's okay.
But their product line aligns with what we do. So it means that we can actually benefit from that. But so it means that whole teams are coming over.
Mm-hmm.
ACN, that was the other one, ACN
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Europe. So Europe, they closed their model in Europe. And so we acquired a huge amount of ACN people within the business.
Okay.
And that has just accelerated the growth strategy. And so it's all very growth strategic. It's amazing.
Right.
So for me, it's been an absolute pleasure, as I said, to work with some seriously incredible people.
Yeah.
Seeing people who, when I joined 6 years ago, were, kind of Royal Crown, which is one of our levels, and seeing them now,
Uh-huh.
our one of our my sponsor Marco Passanante is one of the leaders. He's a presidential elite president, and you get shares in the company at that stage. They gift you shares.
Wow.
So I've got shares. So I'm a shareholder of the company as well. But it's wanting to understand that I'm in this for the long term. I'm not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm not a hopping to another company, that's for sure. And I won't be. And at 70, I don't think I could learn it all again. So for me, it's this is my final company, and it's going to be so fantastic.
Yeah.
But for me personally,
Yeah.
I see president, which means that we'll get shares. We'll get gifted 200,000 euros worth of shares in the company.
Wow.
So that's a gift when you go president.
Mm-hmm.
And I see further as well. Now that's a crazy amount of income.
Yes.
Crazy.
So,
60,000-70,000 a month.
so you are improving your health, and at the same time you are improving the bank balance. Yeah.
Absolutely. And kind of one of the things also is that I think you see so many diverse people in this. And kind of I know one of the questions you had asked me was that kind of the type of people who join the business.
Yeah.
Hungry people, hungry to make a change in their life, hungry to make a change in other lives as well. I think that that's important. So it's not so much about the money that you can earn, it's about what you can do and how you can change people's lives with the products as well. And yeah, it works well. So we've got doctors in our business, we've got dentists, lawyers, solicitors, and
Yeah.
we've also got stay-at-home mums.
Oh,
Um, got someone who was homeless for living in his van for a while, working with us, and he's making a success of it already. So it's just about the hunger for people.
right, right.
So
A great opportunity, great products, and
yeah,
great money in the company. What else do you need?
well, I don't think you need anything else personally, but I am kind of biased. I'd love to speak to anyone. Obviously, I think I've given you all my details as well, so I know that those will be posted on the website too.
Yeah. So guys, um, so you know Zinzino is the great opportunity and Sui is the leader. So I will put all the details of Sui in this podcast. So go ahead. If you have any question, contact her, join her, and change your life. All right. Thank you so much, Sui, for your time. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Kira, lovely. Thank you so much.